All right, see what's going on here. Then Joey the link. See if he's going to show up. See if he's going to show up. He said he just wanted to go into it. So, if anyone ever watches this is this is a brain. This is a brainchild of mine. Some of you may know I have been working on the running for president comedy routine that I started last year. And I did start the Woo We Out the Wahoo podcast that I have the obnoxiously long planned for. One of the things is I did want to do the Black Mini Me and Me podcast. This is with my nephew. It's literally the me from 20 years ago. Isaac Newton. Isaac fucking Newton, huh? That's what you're going with.
That's what we went with.
All right. Well, you said you wanted to go into it, so I've been talking about stuff.
Everybody and all.
What's that?
Where'd the sound go? Hold up. Talk.
Hello.
There you go. All right, let me shut my door.
Way to be prepared, Isaac Newton.
I had some stuff to talk about, but I can't find it on my phone.
Isaac Newton from Wavelengths? Explain that one to me.
I was just putting names in.
Explain that one to me. There's some. Do you know the significance of the wavelength thing? I don't even know if I can do this. So I get stoned and think about shit all the time.
Right now. Dead ass?
Yeah. So all of this shenanigans started like 6 years ago, where I think I've saw like when you said I cracked the Matrix, I laughed because like literally I thought the same thing, and then I was like, oh well, if I cracked the Matrix, that I can answer all of the questions. Where the fuck is it? I don't know how to use X. Hold on, I'm a little stoned right now. So when did I write this?
I'm not gonna lie. Same. Are we live right now? It says it's
yeah.
live.
Hell yeah! You said you had to go right into it, man. We just went right into it. Anybody? Okay. So here I'm gonna tell. So is this it? What do you got? I can find my shit here. There's two of them. All right. Go or bet or whatever the fuck, however the fuck you say it.
Go or bed?
I don't know what it. Bet means go. Bet means go, right?
Bet.
Yeah. Like, I bet. All right, here. Where's the fuck?
So do you feel like you like actually cracked the Matrix, or you feel it's more like does the Matrix stay the same? Like it's everlasting, ever changing. So do you ever actually? Is it ever possible to even do that? It's not really.
I wrote something this morning. So that is an article I wrote in 2025. I wrote July 2nd, 2025, where I basically the only way you can prove anything is if you can prove everything, right? And then so like where everything becomes nothing is where a particle becomes a wave, or a wave becomes a particle. Do you know the wave particle theory?
I don't.
Double slit experiment.
I probably like know of it, but like I can't recall it.
So like the double slit experiment is if you shine a wave or a light wave through a wall that has two slits in it.
Okay.
The wave will continue on, but if you observe it, wait, that's not it. We don't want that one. So the double slit experiment is where the wave has to make a choice to move through the wall or not. And it's like one particle would fit through the wave. But a wave becomes a particle when you observe it. So like there's that moment where a wave becomes a particle that nobody can measure. And like the article that I sent you is signifying that that is the moment where a wave becomes a particle. So a thought becomes an idea. There's like a moment where all of those things happen, and like if you slow down enough, you can see all of those moments. And like some of the moments, a moment is just a duration of time. It's not necessarily like moments are that fast, but moments are like decades also.
Nah, I feel that. That's like a that was a long one. That was an in depth. I like that.
Dude, I've been, that's why I don't smoke, man. I smoke all the time.
It gets you mad. It gets you mad in depth like that.
I'm always, yeah, it's
It's
unhealthy.
constant. I honestly like living in depth. Do you think it like changes your perspectives on life and like what you like?
It's annoying as
I feel like
fuck.
from
It's annoying as fuck.
living like that.
It's annoying. Yeah. Like you don't get to shut it off. I literally, we just had I just made Jamie breakfast. And like, so we have an island in the middle of the kitchen. The sink, dishwasher are on the island, and then the stove is right behind the sink. So you like, got to go to the fridge, take it across to the island, mix the shit up on the island, go to the stove and make the eggs and sausage. So
Right.
I'm doing that. And the dishwasher was full of clean dishes. And she had just got done baking, and I despise unloading the dishwasher when she's baking. So she goes and starts unloading the dishwasher, and she's mad at me because I'm stoned because it's
Mm,
2 o'clock in the afternoon, and she
mm,
doesn't think I should be stoned, even though my day starts at 2 a.m. So I'm like, most people 12 hours later is wind down time, so whatever. Um, so she unloads just like a little bit of the dishes and then eats her breakfast. And then we get done with breakfast, and she gets up, and she washes her hands, and she looks at me, and she goes, "Did you unload the dishwasher?" I was like, "No." And she's like, "Are you going to?" I'm like, "I hadn't planned on it." And she got mad and just started like hate unloading the dishwasher. And I'm like,
mm.
"Why are you mad at me?" I was like, "Well, I don't understand." I said I would do it. Why are you unloading that? Why are you unloading the dishwasher? She's like, "I'm unloading it because you didn't want to unload the dishwasher." I was like, "You didn't want to unload the dishwasher either." And she just stopped. And she's like, "Fuck you, man," because now I can't be mad at you for like being in the same position that I am. And like we like don't, I have no idea why that was relevant to anything that we were talking about. But I thought it was fucking hilarious.
We were talking about oof, got a little lost in the sauce. I see.
Me? I'm always
Oh,
lost. There's no
we
sauce.
were talking about thinking over like well, how to like thinking everything in depth and how we take everything in depth and like over and not necessarily overthink, but like think to such a deep degree about everything, like how it impairs life. Like, do you think that perspective of outlooks and how people's personalities separate themselves is like that? Like they set themselves on different paths essentially in life. Like they're bound to go a specific direction, like fate kind of. Because like you have like the cliches like introvert and extrovert and everything's just like not true, but like in a sense, like if you have certain personalities, you think they gravitate towards certain places, something along those lines.
So I wrote this morning, and it kind of answers your question in a very oblong way. But so if everything is binary, there's only one question that has two choices. All the other choices have yes or no's. Everything you know, everything you know you don't know, and everything you don't know you don't know. Is this part of my experience, right? So everything is determined to the point at which you are aware of everything. So whatever you're aware of is only as detailed as the determination can be.
So like as smart as you are, it's as much as you observe.
Not
Because like in
really.
a sense, the smarter you are, the more you can understand something.
I don't think smart has anything to do with it.
Well, you could be not necessarily smart and still understand things very well just off of like people and body language and other factors, but
Yeah.
generically, like logistically, you'd
You
say
you're either
smart.
experiencing something or you're not. It's not that complicated. It's either in your experience or it's not in your experience. And the things that are not in your experience are the things you know that aren't in your experience. And then there's a whole bunch of things that you don't know are in your experience. And that's the four layers of existence. It's the four layers to every system. Like those are the four layers to life. And I think we overcomplicate things by what you're like the fact that you asked that question with so many words.
Proves it.
I feel like it does. In my mind it proves it, but as my religion that I created is says, we are all wrong. And since we are all wrong, there's a 50% chance that I'm wrong right there also.
Exactly. I mean, yeah. 90% of the time you're gonna be wrong.
Yeah. I mean, if you admit that we're all wrong, then it really doesn't put any weight or excitement on being right.
Mm,
Now I don't have to be
In a
right. I'm
sense.
wrong.
In a
So
sense.
what do I have to be combative for?
True. But you're still always gonna have those people
Have what people? What people? What
who are
people?
gonna want to be combative and fight for, like want to be like
Can't fight.
win,
It takes two people to be in a fight.
or it could just be a beatdown.
I mean, I guess that is an option, but
The
if
world's a cruel place, bro. That's what war is. That's the war is like the version
well,
of a beatdown sometimes.
no,
Like you fight for a little bit. Like
war is just people that are unable to walk away from reasons that probably don't usually matter. Like I agree that there is times
reasons
where
that wouldn't matter if everybody was considered like as one unit, as like we all were just perceived as human beings in a sense
no,
like that,
if we
but
just
we're just
stop
led
caring
by
what other
our
people care
orders
about.
and
No.
ideals and stuff.
War is just people caring about shit they shouldn't care about.
Yeah. It's people. It's like what they care about is more than what they care about to fight about it, and it's just a bunch of
Do
ideals.
you do you care do you care about what's happening in any of these wars? Like
In all honesty,
actually does it have any effect on your life? Any effect other than it gives you something to be upset about?
in all honesty, if I don't pay attention to it, I would not know what's going on, or
Then why
nor
do you
would it
pay attention
impact
to it?
me. Huh?
Then why do you pay attention to it?
Who says I am? I'm just
I
using it
mean,
as an example. But I will say gas prices.
she got an electric car, fucker.
I got a hybrid.
That obviously not good enough. I know
It's
how.
it's not bad, but still, when I see the gas prices go up, it's like, what's
Do
going
you know
on?
the only reason why I know why gas prices went up are?
Why?
Because Jamie decided she wanted to stop driving her car and she drives my car because it doesn't cost any fucking money to drive. And all of the
Or so
fucking
now you
people that told me where I was stupid for having her put solar panels and a battery in the garage, fuck you, guys.
so now you
We
get a
haven't had an
gas.
electric bill in 6 years, and I haven't had to put gas in my car in as long as I've owned it, and it's cost me zero now. No, I think I've charged it for like $40 in 100,000 miles.
That ass.
Yeah,
That's some conservative driving right there.
I put 100,000 miles on my car in 2 years.
That's also a lot of driving.
So how does it go from conservative to a lot? Don't be a hypocrite.
Because I was thinking about like how you only had to charge it one time in that many miles, and then I realized that 2 years, 100,000 miles is crazy.
It's a few miles in the car. Yeah,
It's a lot. That's a lot of miles, but I guess in your car, if it's getting that good range, it probably can go for a lot anyways.
I mean I have a charger in my garage, so every time I park it in the garage, just plug it in and we go.
Oh, weird.
Work smarter,
See, I
not
don't know the
harder.
tech. I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't got an electric car. Mine's auto charges itself.
Auto charges every time you go to the pump.
Um, no, like every time it like every time I like roll or coast or am not or braking slowly, it self charges.
Okay.
So I just be like coasting or like rolling a lot and
You just
slowing down
have your
mad
buddy
slow.
just get out of
Like
the car and push for you.
no, I get it holds. It can hold. It can maintain speed a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You maintain speed a little bit.
Eh.
You maintain speed a little bit.
So what the hell do you worry about,
Maybe
Joey? What do you worry about?
on a day to day
I mean,
basis,
I didn't. I just said worry about. What do you worry about?
women,
What
school, finding
in
myself
that order?
as a person. No, not in that order.
Eh,
Making
that's so
money.
absurd.
See, I knew you weren't gonna like that one. And just fulfilling my potential.
That's absurd. Also, who determines your potential?
Me,
It's so weird. What? How do you know you have achieved it?
when I don't want to go anymore.
So you, that I don't understand. Your knowledge of achievement
Why not?
is there's an arbitrary. It's arbitrary. You're setting a goal
There is
without an
no
end.
potential. My potential is limitless until I decide the day it is limited.
So you're saying that
And today is not that day.
okay.
My potential is still
So
limitless.
you would rather have no potential then and be all kinetic.
I would like to do that, yeah, but later on.
You'd like to do that later on? What the fuck does that
Yeah.
mean?
Like not yet. I don't want to be. I want to be all kinetic now, and then I want to slow down later on.
Why? It's very.
I
I
don't know.
get it. I was the same way. It's just like now that I've done it, I'm like, why?
You have. It's like I feel like it's like midlife crisis. You like you hit the middle of your life, and you like just want to go around with stuff. Like
You
just
saying
like
I'm
it's
having a
like
midlife
you live
crisis or
for it.
you're having a midlife crisis? Because I could explain a midlife crisis.
I'm definitely having crisis, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'll be honest with you, I'm having like midlife. I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis right now
Well,
too.
you know what a midlife
Like I feel
crisis
like,
is, right?
but it's just a learning. Like you said, or like you said last time. Like it's just sitting in like it's sitting in one spot and just like thinking, bro, and like it's like it's just you're fighting your own demons type
I
timing,
mean,
bro. It's just
a
like
midlife crisis is just a perceived crisis that you have in the middle of your life. The one when you get
exactly.
into your 40s is the one that everyone is aware of the most because it's the one that's the most drastic to observe. Like everyone freaks
Mm-hmm.
out in their 20s because they don't know what they want to do when they grow up because everyone's like, you're 18 and you've never left the house and you don't know shit about shit. Figure out what you want to do with the rest of your life.
I have freedom.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah, but with my freedom, I want power.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Yes, could mean a lot of things. It's how you interpret it.
I understand that. I'm asking you how you interpret it. Don't fucking turn that and fucking try to whatever gaslight bullshit me.
If I'm
You said you want power. What does that mean?
Yeah, listen, if I'm living up to my what I perceive my potential and what I want to do, I want to like change the world in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. I know how I'm trying to change the world. How are you trying to change the world?
By going into the
That's
system.
going to change a lot, huh? How are you going to change it that way?
I have a slight plan, but
I'm
I don't know how well it's
I'm intrigued.
right now it's not in the works, but all I know right now is I need to get money and I need to get some status. So I need to keep moving towards gaining
What do
more
you
stuff in order. Like right now, no matter what, like getting into it would be hard. So stacking bread right now and moving up is a good like it's a good time for that. But my plan is to like, depending on how fruitful I keep feeling at this, I want to like stack mad bread, move up in like healthcare, just where I'm stacking mad bread. Do that for a couple years. Start investing in the properties, everything like that. Start building that. Start building connections with people, communities, and I want to like possibly like shoot for some small shit just for fun, wherever I'm like laying my head at, you know. And then I'm probably at that point I'm gonna try to if I'm we're thinking about this time, I'm thinking about late 20s. I'm thinking like this is like 28. I'm like 28, 29 doing that. Like if I'm really feeling it. And then I want to like maybe go back to school after doing a certain like doing nursing for so long, like doing like that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to keep changing. Like I want to change my occupation again. So then we're looking at like 30s, 40s. I would be like I'm thinking about like maybe getting into some law, like transferring into like some forensics types healthcare, so I can become like getting into there, getting more like control there, understanding the courts, understanding all that stuff. Finding out, then I can help me start to develop my ideals of what I want to do with the country, with what the ideals and the like what they have. Because if I understand the court system and other things better, I'll get in more politics and government. And subsequently, with building assets around that and stacking money, I want to try to then use that money and power to either change the world in some crazy way I can think of in my head, give myself the platform to be able to do that if I feel like it, but at the same time be able to pursue politics at that point, like slowly like creep my way in.
do you think it is easier to break in the system and change it from within, or just create a new system and try to beat its competition?
I think with this system that we're talking about,
What system are we talking about? I'm talking about
like
society
the
in general.
yeah, like the government. Well, the government runs the
Society is made
society.
up
The
of
whole the
government,
point of
competition, art, and information. Those are the four things that make up
it's like,
of society. Government is one of them.
but if you were to redo that, there's too many people, too many places, too many things. And even if we were to like try to fix one place, because ideally for me, I don't think I'll ever become like a world figure. Like I mean, a world figure. Like I want to become a world figure, but I don't think I'll become like an Elon Musk world type figure. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Elon Musk is the demise, one of the biggest demises of in society, where people think that he is a net positive, but overall he's going to be a massive net negative.
But everybody knows him though,
What does that mean for anything?
and he has dumb bread.
And I feel like you're confused. You're the fundamental flaw in society today is people's lack of understanding of value.
Well, the understanding of values, what I value is my
I
values, and
understand, but
everybody has different values.
your values are your values. But if you were ever to express your actual values, they would not involve anything monetary. So you're chasing money for a reason that really isn't chasing your value. At some point, most people realize that. And then when you actually understand how bread works, you'd realize that it's a terrible idea, especially since your boy Elon Musk is about ready to crash the market with his IPO of some trillions of dollars. The math doesn't work. There can't be trillions of dollars. We have more money than we have things, so it's a Ponzi scheme that's going to collapse.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, if I was killing it, stacking mad bread, and people started hating on me for that, I'd be like, what the heck? Like, why you get coming at me for just being mad successful?
And is that what they're mad at you for?
Fake. I feel like that's why everybody like the people who don't like Elon Musk. I feel like most of them don't like him because he has so much money
I
and
think that the reason he has so much money is absurd because the things that he's done isn't worth that much money. But
you think you can.
somebody,
He's definitely got some background stuff you don't know about
I
them.
have background stuff or he has background stuff.
He definitely has some background stuff you don't know about
I
them.
don't understand what you're.
He been had some government ties before, bro.
I don't understand what you're saying. It's nothing to do with government ties. It has to do with he like SpaceX was went into an IPO and it says that it's worth $1 trillion or some stupid shit like that. I don't care who you are. There's not $1 trillion worth of value. If a dollar is of value that I think it's worth, which is what people of our status in life, we are not using it as a way to keep score. We're using it as a way to survive, which is what the class structure is. Your dollar proportionate to your hour of time, because the only thing of value you or I have is time. Our time is the only thing that's valuable to me, and that's also valuable to you. So somebody put a price on it, which is why you have an hourly wage. So if there's $1 trillion for Elon Musk to get for SpaceX, it is impossible for my hourly wage to be worth exchanging any of my hours for $1. That's my reasoning behind it. I don't. I mean, also he he takes a lot of half measures that seem like a good idea, but in the long run, they're going to eventually bite everybody in the ass.
Honestly, at the end of the day, you know what I'd be thinking about a little
Money?
bit? No, you know what I'd be thinking about on the side note? It's like democracy low key works.
Yeah.
We make like we've been born here. At this point, we have the decision to stay here. We have other countries. Like I have a passport. There's other countries I can go there, get
You
citizenship,
think you think
stay
it's
in
that
other places,
easy?
bro. I don't think it's that easy, but I know that like I at the point where I didn't fuck with America, I can
I
leave.
mean, sure. Where would you go? Why is
And
leaving? How
honestly, the
does
way it's set
leaving
up is
fix the problem?
whatever the majority wants, as long as it's really not fuck with whatever the majority wants, they get it. And if I don't fuck with the majority and I don't fuck with it enough, I just gotta
Hmm?
dip, bro. Because that's America. That's where we stand. That's if I want somewhere to lay my head, that's my affiliation.
I mean, you are not in the minority of people that just acknowledge realities and aren't really interested in actually solving any of the problems. I see the problem. I know there's a solution, but rather than do anything to find the solution, I'll just run away. I think that the system is broken. And rather than try to break into the system and change it from within, I realize that the the world is not divided in let's do you believe in aliens?
I feel like there should be
So you
aliens.
wouldn't
The fact that we haven't seen them yet does like deter me, but I feel like there
if you
should be
had
aliens.
to make a guess on whether or not aliens exist in some point in the human experience for however long the human species at it lasts, do humans have an do humans as a whole interact with aliens like a Star Wars or a
Yeah.
do you think that ends up being
Uh,
true at some point? Some iteration thereof, maybe not like we're star jumping, but like
do I think that will eventually
mm-hmm.
happen? Honestly, like
You don't even have to think. Are you thinking? Do you think it's an
I don't
impossibility?
as of right now I don't
Do you
think
think
so.
it's impossible
No,
for it
I
to
don't think it's an
happen? Okay,
impossibility. I don't think it's an
so
impossibility because I think as far as we see something evolve, we can evolve too. Like we can adapt. Like I feel like anything we find, like there's more likely a chance that we could try to adapt the best we can to understand it or be friendly with it. So, and you gotta think about how greedy the people in the market is. Like you never know, they could that just like start signing deals and we just a part of some crazy shit.
yeah, I mean,
Well, that's the thing. The fact that we haven't seen aliens yet just makes me think
I
like
think you're
they're not.
missing a lot of. You say democracy works, but then you give all of your power to the government. So how does democracy works if you're always having other people make your decisions?
They're not really. They're not. They're holding it for me.
That's not what I said. You're proving my point. Where other,
Theoretically, the person elected has the most, as aligns with more
theoretically, I
majority
should
of the
be
votes of
able to
people.
travel through time and space. Theoretically,
Uh, I
Isaac
think
Newton.
that might be it.
You should know all about that in your physics shenanigans.
Yeah, yeah, it's too bad I'm learning microbiology
Well,
right
I
now.
mean, you just quoted theory, and in theory, a lot of things happen, but in reality, there ain't nobody in Washington that cares anything about you or me, nor should they.
In reality, there's no aliens that have come around for us to
Mm,
see.
I mean, again, depends on which data you support. And also,
What do you
do I what?
what do you support?
Do I think there are aliens? I
Yeah,
I believe there's a better chance that there are aliens that there aren't, but I'm not worried about. I don't worry about it. Like, yeah, probably. Yeah, venture a guess. There's probably some other virus out there that's trying to jump from their nuclei to another nuclei because that's all humans are, just viruses.
no, we really are. We just kill everything. We don't provide any value.
Mm, that's not true. Virus. There are some valuable viruses.
Yeah, but I feel like in the broad scheme of things.
Like, are you broad scheming life or are you detail oriented life?
Whoa, sorry for that. Um, broad scaling for that, and
Well, you can't pick and choose what you're doing. You're either broad brushing everything or you're it's too confusing for everybody to have to know which one you're being at that particular time.
it depends on the situation.
What's the situation?
In this case, there's no necessarily a situation. It's just the thought of
Thought
it.
of what? I forgot what we're talking about.
I would keep it too. I
So because I believe there could be, and I don't believe that the absence of evidence is evidence of something not existing. Because there was a point in time where Antarctica didn't exist because we didn't have it on a map, even though it was on a map before us. It was a time where we didn't know there was anything beyond the horizon.
see, that's
So
fair.
what do we
That's
not know today that in 100 years they're gonna be like that's
Yeah,
super
because like,
fucking
if we don't
stupid?
know it, if it's not there, we never knew it existed. It's like to us,
Just
it's
because,
improbable.
yeah, but that doesn't.
But I can see that happening.
I don't know. I think
Wait, crazy
mhm,
question. Okay, we're on the note that aliens are real. Okay, so aliens come, they have like time and space travel stuff,
mhm.
and we somehow get our hands on it. How fast? Like, how do you think that would impact like us? Like, like in that scenario, we're kind of like the side characters because like we can't do anything about it. It's just the government playing tag and doing dumb shit. Like, how fast? Like, do you think we'd notice it happening, or do you think it would just kind of like, or do you believe in like branch theory?
Branch theory? What's branch theory?
Where two timelines separate. So it's like one timeline, and as soon as someone like say this is it, and I go back in time here, and I change something that's like important, it like creates a branch, and the timeline where I change something is this way completely different than the timeline that was right here. Like things go down
I
differently.
go one step further in your branch theory that no matter where you branch to, you always end up in the same spot, just like light.
So you think if we like, so you think if
If
it
you
like,
go, you could go backwards. You're ultimately going to end in the same location that you the other
you
one.
think no matter what
We all come
it's still
together.
gonna
We
be
all
there?
started together. We all branch out into this big.
I don't know. I really think it's. I've tested recently. I've been doing like like something. I've been doing stuff that I'm just like, all right, bro. Like it's more just like acting, and it really be branching. I think it really be changing the course. You could really just make a decision right now that changes your life.
Sure, but ultimately we all end up dead.
In that sense, yes. But
We
like,
experience.
and like
So
what you're talking about, like
you're
that.
you're basing your branch theory movement only on one decision, but that one decision is followed by another decision, which is followed by another decision, and your decisions are ultimately all decided by your purpose. So no matter what you're doing, you're going to be ending up moving closer to your purpose no matter how much you fight it. Some people achieve their purpose, and that's where happiness and all of the success and everything ends up being. And majority of people's purpose isn't to be successful in a light in which other people are aware of. So we ultimately only identify with the people that are successful in our eyes, which is why most of us are obsessed with fame and money.
In a sense, yeah.
In a sense, yeah.
But being obsessed with those things gets you those things. That's what it
And
is. If I'm obsessed with it,
for
I'm gonna get
sure.
it.
But being obsessed with something that ultimately isn't going to give you what you want is an interesting experience.
It's gonna give me avenues to get what I
You think,
want. And then it's gonna get boring and it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be like, what do I want after that? But that's a problem for after I get that. Cause right now that's what I want.
and
And when I get it, that's what I'm gonna want for a little bit. It's gonna hold me down for a little.
I mean, there's a reason why you're my black mini me, sir. Because when I was your age, I was stacking bread. I think by the time I was
Mm.
24, I was probably making as much money as dad was.
OD.
So I've been where you're at, and I've done the chasing bread type of thing, and it's an interesting. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that it's an interesting when you get to get on the other side and move on to the next thing and look back at it. I'm intrigued to see if you think it was all it was cracked up to be.
When it comes down to it, I live the way I live life every
You
day.
should.
1 mile, quarter mile at a
That
time.
you definitely
That's how I
don't live
live
a
life.
quarter mile at a time, and you're not Dominic Toretto. You're more like the geeky nerdy guy that gets shot in the first movie.
Why? What guy?
You don't remember the first one?
Nah, look, you
Maybe you should go
don't.
watch it. It's a guy with ADD, build the car, brought out the 3.5 inch floppy, stuck it in, engines calmed
Got
him. He
shot?
does get shot. I think the Yakuza guys shoot him in front of the house.
Or word? Nah, I don't remember that. I haven't watched it in
Well,
forever.
it's fucking art, man. Got to enjoy the art. So money is your thing, huh?
Well, no, I'll be trying to maximize
Do you
my
speak
like
English?
time of not working.
Like, where do you get these terms? Like, none of them make
What term?
any sense.
What term?
Everything that you were just saying.
I'm trying to maximize my time.
Yeah. What does that fucking mean?
It means like the amount of time I have to do things. I'm trying to do things.
I thought you were trying to figure out who you were.
Yes, bro. That's what I'm
Well, to
saying. I try to do
figure out who you
everything.
were, you really kind of need to stop doing things and just do the things.
These last 2 3 days. Look, just the last 2 days. Just been running. Sometimes I just be doing that. I be going back and forth.
It's a weird choice, my friend. It's a weird choice.
Some choices.
What's that?
Some choices.
So what else is new, man? When school start?
The 12th, I have to go back. I have to move in 12th.
You sound super excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I threw away my pot.
It's just school again. Now I have a little bit more responsibilities, so I want to lock in and get them figured out.
I mean, you need to do all that to make all that bread.
I know.
Is that good? What's your political stance?
Like, what sense?
What do you stand for politically? You said you wanted to be a politician. I'm intrigued to see
That's a big.
what your I want to be a politician too.
My plan, like, is while like I study, while like during my time period in healthcare, and then like studying, like being around more law and stuff like that, and politics, and getting more involved in that. Like I'll develop more opinions based off what I see from where I'm at.
What would they be now?
I have a very broad like
Oh, I'll
premise
break
of
it
it
down
right
for you.
now. It
We'll break
doesn't.
it down. We'll break it down. What's your premise?
If I were to go off of the classes right now, but I'm talking about like I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to try to change. At that point where I start to get power, I'm gonna do
What
whatever I
needs to
can
be
do to try to
changed?
change it. Like maybe like the political party system.
How would you change it?
I don't know. I just think that two big ass political parties can't cover enough. I feel like the ideals and the broad spectrum of everything are changed. We're getting to the point where we're stretching. We're stretching.
For stretching? What does
So I
that
need
mean? We're stretching.
like people who in control, like people in control, so the amount like the ideals from this time for people who are in control to the people that aren't per se.
So the people who are making decisions are out of touch with the people that are making the decisions for.
And that's necessarily yes, in one way, yeah.
In one way, or that's what you meant.
Yes, in one way that's
So
right. But
what
I
way
feel
is it
like
wrong?
because I feel like the fact that there's only two big parties that people trust, it kind of conforms into like a trap for people coming into like politics to these are the two parties. One of them is gonna win. Fuck all the other ones. You either vote the top ones in either one because that's who's
You
gonna win.
didn't say you wanted to win. You said you wanted to change. So what is your goal? To win
Yeah, I want to
or to
change.
change?
I want to change it, but like obviously I'm gonna try to win. That's how I can make the most
Is it
change. Make a lot of change. Yeah.
is it the most change you said? But I don't think winning does give you the ability to make the most change. See, I have a plan, and I'm actually executing it as we speak.
You're a little farther ahead than me.
Now, I've again to keep telling you, you're my black mini me. I've been where you are. You're there. There are very few. There are a few key moments in your life that, as you said, that one moment will change everything. There's a few key of them that just that go one way or the other, and you end up to be exactly like me at my age, philosophically and emotionally. Maybe not monetarily or whatever, but it's uh, it's interesting to listen to you talk.
I'm very idealistic. I've been told.
I would be intrigued to the context in which they're using the term idealistic. Are they meaning it as a compliment or is it a backhanded?
Wait,
Is it a
uh, I can explain that. Can we take like a 10-second timeout break for me to grab
yeah?
some
Go
nuts?
ahead. Both.
When I'm back.
Do those nuts feel good in your mouth?
No, Diddy, yes.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what Diddy said, but okay.
That's why I'm not Diddy.
I mean, you never know, man. You gotta have all that power and all that money. Maybe that's what happens when you do it.
Mm. Yeah, but I would not do some Diddy shit
How do you know?
because that's just a lost soul.
You get a hot enough girl to ask you to do something, you're not gonna say no to her. So,
Yeah, well,
whoops.
well,
Okay,
I already have.
okay. Like I said, hot enough. Do you think you've you've banged your hottest chick at 20, or do you got a hotter chick in front of you? Do you think you're how close do you think you are to the peak of your ability to bang hot chicks?
I think in like I think by the time I'm like 27, 26 will be my peak. Unless I get wifed up.
That sounds like a horrible idea. But to each their own. 26. Okay. Super early. But
I don't know.
we'll find out. It's a beautiful thing about time. It's a beautiful thing. So you haven't told me how we're going to fix this two-party system of elasticity. I'll tell you my idea when you get done telling me yours.
Hmm. All right, give me 5 seconds.
I mean, I gave you 4 fucking minutes already. And you can broad stroke it. I know you haven't thought a lot about it. But if you say
I
low
would say
key or
like
bat or what are those words? Say it without that.
I would say eliminate just the party systems and allow the small areas to just have them whoever votes for it and their ideals they vote for them. No party system. I think if we had no party system, especially like in the actual like presidency vote, that would give better chances to other people if there was no party system. Like there could be other people who could do better but aren't getting through because of the party system.
Okay. Well, see, I approach it from a different aspect where rather than trying to fix the party system, you fix the election system and then make the party system kind of an irrelevant part of the system. Um, if you look at the way we vote right now, we only count the yeses and the nos, and we don't even take into account any of the people who didn't think it was worth picking the lesser of two evils. So if you change the voting system to where you have to register to vote and you make it easy for everyone to vote, I don't understand why you don't just fucking vote on your phone. You do everything else on your phone. Like, if it's good enough for the billions of transactions of your bank, then it's good enough for your vote. I also think you make voting public. You don't get to have.
Wait, what happens if you don't vote? They just don't
Nope,
take
I'm
your
going to
vote
get into
account.
that. So I think so if you to achieve the goal of presidency, you must receive 50% of the votes of the people who can vote. So if 30% of the people don't vote, there's only 70% of the people you need to get 50% out of that 70%. So of the people that are voting, you really need closer to like 65 or 66% of the people that are voting. You need to have them vote for you. That's how I think you fix it. You fix the voting, and not that way you don't have to worry about the party. Because the voting doesn't have anything to do with your party. Your party is just your party is going to be what a party is supposed to do: get behind somebody and get it out into the public so people are aware of that person.
Yeah, but only one party can supply one candidate.
Why? That whoever wins has to get the 50% of the vote. So at some point, they're all going to have to concede, or there won't be a president. And if we run the country without a president, how long?
Yeah, that's fair.
What's that?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, you say it wanted to be a democracy. For it to be a true democracy, you need to get rid of the president and the Congress as decision-making entities, and give the power to the people to vote for whatever they want to.
No matter what, there's too many people in the world for us all to have the power. You need a smaller inner circle to control the
You
power.
need to adjust. You don't need inner circle to control power. You need to have the people control the power. By giving everybody a vote and making it a percentage of everybody that's eligible to vote, and then breaking it down into 5 layers, where you have an HOA layer, which is about 50 houses, which would give you approximately 120 people. You set 3 of those in an area, you'll have 360 people. You set 3 of those in an area, you're at approximately 20. This is mathematically relevant because a person is only able to keep track of and have a meaningful relationship with somewhere between 120 people. This will put everybody in their immediate area of people they are aware of, so they would be able to dictate whether what they're doing is beneficial to them or everybody in their area. So you have HOAs. 10 HOAs would make a town. 10 towns would make a county. 10 counties would make a state. 10 states would make a country. It's actually 5, but then you have, that's about 7 million people, or 700 million people in just those 5 layers. So you've now broken down all of the decision making to 52 people around you for the majority of your goals, because you know who they are, who they can vote, and all of the decisions that affect you on your day-to-day would be voted on your HOA level. And then above that, anything between HOAs or people inside the HOAs, that would be handled at the town level. Anything between towns, either HOAs or towns or whatever, the law gets, I have the law figured out too. But yeah, making the system where you know who all of the parts of the system and who's doing what in the system, that's a true democracy, and that would make it so.
So you want more glass walls?
There's no wall. What wall is there? What wall are you talking about? Don't say shit that is in fucking code and then expect me not to understand it. What does that mean?
This is the people. This is the control. This is a wall. You want it to be more of a glass wall so you can see through
wall.
it.
The people have the control.
The people vote for somebody else to get put on the other side of the wall.
They vote for what that person on the other side of the wall is going to do. That's how you fix the system. You're not voting for somebody to make a decision. You're making a decision for somebody else to achieve. We need to fix this road. So I'm not voting on whether or not the road's going to get fixed. I'm voting on somebody fixing the road. And then there's an infrastructure that person finds somebody, you find the people that take care of getting the road done and all of that shenanigan. So they're no longer.
Those are his decisions that he made.
Who's him?
Go and you.
It's the people.
And you like them.
No. What are you talking about? Him. There is no him. What decision do they?
Like you're voting for a person.
All the decisions are made by the people in the group.
Sure.
Like the person is, I'm going, if I'm in the, use the road, let's use your, what do we do about stop signs? When we were talking about obeying laws, right? You were saying, like, what about stop signs? Well, I'd get rid of stop signs, make them roundabouts. They're safer. You don't have to take any immediate action. Everything flows in one direction. It's cheaper. There's just millions of net positives for getting rid of all stoplights and making them roundabouts. And the only way to get that done, and the quickest way to get that done, is to see if people want to do it, present a fact to do it. When that comes into be, you find somebody that's going to find people to get it done. So just like you do in any other business, you have to go and get quotes, and then you provide those quotes to the procurement department or whatever, and they pick what best a person out of that. So then there are people that are going to care about it. There are people that are not going to care about it. And the people that care about it get to be involved too as much as they want to, and they're making the choices on everything. These are the three people. These are the quotes. You have your phone in your hand. You're notified when the information's there. You review the information to the best of your ability. Pick one, two, or three, or don't pick at all. So there's no wall. The power is with the people. It's an actual democracy. And with technology today, all of these decisions, we're already on the internet and know more than we should about shit. So what happens if we just knew everything? It was all there for us to make decisions.
So you're saying for every like big decision, that should like pop up on people's phones for them to see to make a decision on like three options.
For every decision, how many decisions do you think are going to be made? See, I think your ignorance of the matter is very interesting, because you think that human nature is that you think that everybody in society is like you and fears the government and doesn't do things not because they can't do things, but because if they did something, it would be far more a pain in the ass than them to do it. But if you say that you can do it, most of the shit that we rely on the government to get done would just get done because people would just fucking do it. So yeah, my solution is aggressive.
Yeah, but I don't want people to get it done. I want to do it myself.
Okay, well then, if you're doing it yourself, then somebody else doesn't have to do it. You're taking it in my society. You take care of yourself. We don't worry about you. You do you, as you say. And if you ever come to a point where you can't do you, we'll be there to scoop you up. But there are going to be some exchanges of value, which is not monetary. It's going to be time. We require your time to do things for us.
Oh, really? You couldn't buy yourself out of your problems?
I don't know. I've been in situations where it's not about buying something out of something, but having the ability to have an alternative way of exchanging value that isn't money is far more value than having money to exchange.
Hmm. So you think if I were to take away all of everything you own and ever had, strip you down to nothing, could you live and fulfill life like that?
I don't understand the analogy. You're brainwashing me and get rid of everything that I've done. You're taking all of my stuff. Like, what are you? I don't know what breaking me down
Well,
to nothing means. But if you're breaking me down to nothing, um, your scenario is either A, you're continually going to keep me at nothing, which the answer to the question would be no. How could you be anything more than nothing if you have an almighty being making you nothing? Or the option is that you make me nothing and I have the opportunity on whether or not I choose to choose where I choose to go from there. And do I think that I can go to nothing and build myself back up into living a meaningful life at 45? I probably wouldn't try. But if when it was done,
You
when
would
it was
just
done to me at 15 and 18 and 21 and 27 and 35 and 39, yeah, I did uh, make myself back into a place.
but you don't know like shit though.
What's that?
You don't know how to talk. You don't know how. You just like
I don't know.
are just a being.
You're asking me if I'm fundamentally a different species, whether or not I could. I mean, I would hope that. So if I don't know anything, I, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know.
That's valid.
What?
So that's
I
valid.
mean, can you?
That's why it's valid.
And I mean, you ask a lot of questions but don't offer any solutions. It's an interesting.
Because I don't have a lot of solutions to life. To be honest,
That's what reality is.
I'm gonna get.
It's observing all of the problems
Mhm.
and not being willing to or aware of the solutions to make them into either something that is or something that
I have
isn't.
some solutions, but not all.
Are you executing any of those solutions?
Yeah, they get money.
Okay.
That's about it.
It sounds like a very
School, school, and get money.
it's a very limited experience.
Be messing with women sometimes.
Be messing with women. I mean, that sounds like more valid use of your time than the other two. But that's how you get. What did you say? Get wifeyed?
How?
Married? I don't. He wasn't married.
That's how you find your wife.
That's how you get a wife. I don't know if it's how you find it. My pull-out method was strong, so
I mean, that's alright. I mean, I don't really want to get married that badly, but like I would
why would you
if I liked
want
her
to
enough.
get married? What do you get from marriage? What is the benefit
You do get a little
of
bit.
marriage? What is the benefit of marriage?
I don't necessarily know, but I think there is one.
You you think there is one? What is it?
Mm-hmm. Like tax write-offs.
Tax write-offs. What do you get to write off on your taxes? You get to combine your
I don't
income to
know.
give yourself into a higher tax bracket where less of your percentage of your income is taxed. So
I don't know certain things like homeowners and stuff like that. I don't know.
you get to have insurance together, so you get cheaper insurance rate. Okay. All of the things that are benefits are like things you don't actually need if we didn't actually did them the way that they were supposed to be done. Do you have insurance? Oh,
Yeah.
more than car insurance?
Oh, I used to, but not anymore.
Yeah,
I had renters insurance too.
I don't have any of that shit. Do you know how much money people pay into insurance and how much they use?
And nothing,
Far less.
and nothing
Yeah,
happens. A
it's
lot.
crazy. Seems like a bad use of money.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's a safety net, so when something does happen, they're covered. Because even if you don't have insurance, and even if someone hits you and it's not even your fault, like, and this world's a dark place. You can't trust other people.
But if you look at the entire cost of that accident, you end up paying more with insurance than you would have if you just didn't have insurance. Because after the accident,
Not
your
really.
insurance goes up. And if
Yeah, it goes up
you
because
calculate the price of how long that goes up, it's usually more than they paid in the payout, and then your insurance goes back down to where it was before, or it never goes back down to where insurance was. But if you look at the total cost of it, you're not out ahead. You're not out ahead. The increase.
I mean, you're paying a lot. You're just paying a yearly coverage for every year. So, like theoretically, if you want to get maximize your insurance, you get an accident like a year every year.
No, you
One
can't
accident every year.
maximize your insurance. Insurance is not something. You get in an accident every year. Who's going to insure you?
I'm sure I'll give you that. Insurance companies do be sticklers about that.
Well, at some point they stop insuring you if you get in an accident every year. So then you don't have insurance, and then you get into another accident, and then you have to pay for that one. So how are you ahead?
You
So
know,
I'm saying, insurance, you can't get ahead in insurance. Like all of these markets that you gamble in are not. They're zero sum games. The house always wins because they're a fee. It's like playing poker at a casino. You can't beat the rake. Can't beat the rake.
yeah.
All right, bud. We'll make some lunch. You look like you.
All right. I'm getting a little
Yeah.
tired.
So this thing's gonna load for about a minute after I set it down. So let it load everything, and then I'll get you the stream, and you can do what you need with it. All right,
But
bat kid. I'll talk to you later.